is something from the early 80s. My father and my mother separated when I was a kid, and my mother went off to England. My father remained in Jamaica. He lived in West Kingston, and he started a family there. I ended up with 6 siblings. He became ill with diabetes and consequently lost both his legs. And he suffered an heart attack as well as a stroke. He never had much of a life, my father. He died in 1982 at the age of 56. So I wrote this poem, kind of a elegy, if you like, for my father, but it's also a poem about Jamaica during the early 1980s. Ready for Dada. Along Dada, along Guam Yasa. You never had no life to live, just the one life to give. You did your time on earth, you never get your just desert. Galango smile in the sun, Galango sata in the palace of peace. Oh, the water, it's so deep, the water, it's so dark, and it's full of harbor shark. The land is like a rock slowly shattering to sand, sinking in a sea of calamity, where fear breeds shadows that lurks in the dark, where people afraid to walk, afraid to think, afraid to talk, where the present is haunted by the past. And there's some man that we know about storm, learn to cling to the dawn. And when me hear my dad is sick, me quickly pack my grip and take a trip. Me never have no time when we reach to see no sunny beach when we reach. Just people are living shock, people living back to back amongst cockroach and rat, amongst earth and disease, subject to terrorist attack, political intrigue, constant grief, and no sign of relief. Oh, the grass turned brown, so many trees cut down, and the land is overgrown. From country to town is just thistle and thorn in the wound and the poor. It's a miracle how them endure the pain night and day, the stench of decay, the glaring sights of guarded affluence, the arrogant vices, cold eyes of contempt, the mocking symbols of independence. I guess I'll be born that we know about storm, learn to cling to the dawn. And when the news reached me, send me one daddy dead, I catch up real quick. And when we reached my sunny isle, it was the same old style. The money well dry, the bullets them a fly, when the innocent are die, many rivers run dry, ganja planes flying high. The poor man him a try, you think a little try, holding on by and by, when $1 can buy a little dinner for your fly. Kalang Dada, Kalang Guam Yasa. You never had no life to live, just the one life to give. You did your time on earth, you never get your just desert. Kalango smile in the sun, Kalango sata in the palace of peace. You know you couldn't take it, Dada. The anguish and the pain, the suffering, the problems, the strain, struggling in vain to make two ends meet, so that them picnic could get a little something to eat, to put clothes on them back, to put shoes on them feet, when $1 can buy a little dinner for your fly. You know you try, Dada. You fight a good fight, but the dice them get loaded and the cat pack fix. Yet still, you reach 56 before you lose your leg wicket. I know you're born grown here, so we bury you as strangers buried grown, near to mum and cousin Doris, not far from the quarry, down at August town. Here's another poem from the early 80s. In 1981, it's probably the most significant